Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Saturday. It is a very rainy Saturday here in New Jersey. We have some kind of tropical storm coming up the coast. That's why I'm inside. That's why it's a little bit dark in here. Yeah. First thing in the morning, and the dog, the dog hates it. So he's up there shaking. So we're going to make this quick. It is time for my weekly weigh-in and the Weight Watchers meeting topic of the week. Let's talk how our week went. As you know, I am not tracking on Weight Watchers. I am tracking on healthy, better balance with the secondary macros and calories. I'm going to be honest with you. I am more looking at the macros and calories than I am at the bites. I am, because I'm curious. And I will tell you, I was down to, I think it was 12 weeklies yesterday at the end of the day. Wow, that is, and I get points added for my exercise. Not that I get a lot, but we're talking, I get around at the end of the week, I would say I probably earned maybe 25 or 30 points. So I'm around 55, give or take. So how's that? And here's the thing, I keep forgetting that I lost my weight eating weeklies. So why did I stop? I'd go into them, but really not. I think because towards the last year, I felt like I had to do less because I was not having success. And I think that led to bad eating overall. I think, and I've been wanting to preach that. You've heard me say it. I feel like I caused myself bad eating habits because of the fact that I wanted to get these 10 pounds off. And, the Weight Watchers philosophy and I just don't jive. So I've been tracking on the app. I've been eating more. I've been feeling, it's incredible, like with all the food that I've eaten. I have goals to meet every day. I have a protein goal of around between 90 and 100, a carb goal between 90 and 110, and there's a fat goal, which I don't really look at, but that's around, I think, 50, 45, 50, 60, something like that. And my calorie goal is 1475. And that is set to lose 1 pound a week. They don't guarantee. I mean, it's just a generalization. So that is what I follow. I really, honestly, I don't even look at the points. And I'm going to be honest. I think if you're somebody that's double tracking, why? In a sense, if there's a reason you're double tracking, you're not having success on Weight Watchers. So you're double tracking somewhere else. My advice to you is say, hey, why not track on Weight Watchers for maybe 2 weeks? See how you do. I feel like it's a little bit more confusing to I mean, I know you want to see where you stand, but it's so much headache and so much confusion. That's why I just said to myself, if you're going to do something, and really do it. Now, I've double tracked before, but never as diligent as I track now. I mean, I track my cucumbers, my radishes, my lettuce, which I did not track before. I thought, that's a vegetable, I'm not worrying about it. I track everything. Literally, it takes me a few minutes to put my food in. And I'm getting better, though, I will say. I think I've said a lot of times about the app not being as user-friendly. Well, I think a lot of it's because I'm going back and forth to apps. When you do that, you just can't get comfortable with an app. So if I just stuck to that app, I mean, I would check points if I needed to give somebody points in WW, but I really didn't track in WW. And I did find it much easier by the end of the week that I was doing it. Like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. It's different, yes, but the more you do it, the more proficient I became, and the less I found it less user-friendly. So, or more user-friendly is what I'm looking for. So yeah, I think a lot of that is just, what we're used to. And when you dedicate yourself to just one thing, it does make a difference. It does. I mean, at least for me, it did. I felt more comfortable. I felt actually more relaxed, knowing that this is what I have to look at. I can't look at this and worry about this and that. It's just way too much. And, that's just how I'm doing it. Again, you do you. If you want to track in 3 apps, be my guest. I don't want to sit here and judge that for you. But I'm just saying, if you're just stressed and you're confused and, it's causing you this should not be undue stress. That's what I'm saying. So if that is the case, then maybe you should just pick one. And that's what I'm doing. And some people I'm going to say, are a little nose bent out of joint that I'm doing this. And honestly, you got to do what's best for you. I can't do what I think the masses want me to do, or the majority wants me to do, or, you know, I have to do what's best for me, as you have to do what's best for you. And, you know, I've just been finding it interesting and just a little bit more relaxing. I'm going to be honest. It's stressing because I have to track everything. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That's a bit daunting. But you know what? At the end of the day, I feel better. And here's the thing. I sat there in the chair yesterday and I thought to myself, oh my God, my stomach feels flatter. It does. And I'm like, oh, I don't know why, but it does. And I'm like, but when I stepped on the scale today, I was the same. I probably should have stepped on it yesterday. I felt really good yesterday. This morning, I didn't feel as good as I felt yesterday. You know what? The scale's going to say what the scale's going to say. Am I bummed? Sure I am. I mean, we wanted to see it go down a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We all do that. But I'm happy at where it is. So, especially with the amount of food that I ate. There you go. Good case in point. Yes, that I have only, 12, 14 weeklies left. I haven't had that in quite a while. So yeah, honestly, and my string cheese the last few days has been 3 points. I know. It has more protein. I think it's 80 calories, I believe, for that. I bought it by mistake and I wasn't going to not eat it. Normally I would just give it to Peter, and I'm thinking, no, I could fit that in, and I did, and it was absolutely yummy. Oh, I want to update you on Timothy. Timothy let me know what his weight was yesterday. He wanted me to inform you. Thank you for all your lovely thoughts and supportive comments. He's down 2.6 pounds. So I should write that over here so I don't forget. Tim is down 2.6. Me, same. So I think I got to see if I'm still at a loss. I still have one more week to have a loss for the month of September. I may be right at the border right now of being this. I don't know. I don't remember what list. I got to look back. I should have, but we'll know next week how I finished out the month of September. Oh, I know. But yeah, so good for Tim. You know, I'm excited for him. He's happy. So that's all that counts. So let's get to the topic. How to organize your kitchen for success. Ay, 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 ay. Have we not done this a million times? And was this not first week's challenge in my challenge group? If you don't know, I am doing a fall challenge. It's right here on YouTube. The videos are up every Monday. I do a challenge video. It doesn't cost you a thing to join. You just say, I'm in. That's it. No money, nothing. You just join, and I come up with a weekly technique that you need to work on. And there is a sheet. If you go to the first week of the challenge, week 1, there's a checkoff sheet if you wanted to print that out. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's there. So we talked about organizing our pantry, fridge, and freezer that first week, because that is so important. So important, because we have to start our challenge, our new way of thinking with an organized, cleaned up kitchen. That is huge. You got to have the things you need there, and the things that bug you need to go, or at least get hidden. So let's see what Beth Jane has to say. A hot interior designer life tip. You can tweak the setup of your space to encourage healthy habits. So true. Before I even get into it, I'm going to tell you what I do. I hide their stuff so I don't see it, and I put my safe stuff where I can see it. I have a basket of treats, basket of bags of chips, bars, right that I can see. So if I want something, that's what I see first. If I see there, then I'll be like, ooh, maybe I want those. Well, now that I'm counting calories, maybe I could fit that in. Gotta watch those calories too. Try this. Create visual cues for what you want to do. Place a bowl of fresh fruit on the kitchen counter. I wouldn't do that because I don't like hot fruit. I like my fruit cold. The only thing I don't like cold is bananas, but apples need to be cold. Grapes, strawberries need to be cold. That's just how I eat my fruit. Pears, melons, grapes, everything has to be cold. So I would not be placing a bowl of fruit on my kitchen counter. All right, let's move on, Beth. Bring 0-point foods to the front of your fridge or pantry. That's a good one. Post your weekly dinner plan on the fridge. Well, what if we don't have a weekly dinner plan? We can't post that if we don't have it. But sometimes it's good to post the proteins you want to eat. Like, that's what I kind of do. I did a video of how I prep back in the day. If I remember to link, I need to. What I did was I have a rotation of breakfasts. I have Lunch is pretty leftovers. It's pretty standard stuff. You see my lunches. We call them old lady lunches now, but they're pretty standard. And then dinners is always a protein that I pick. I rotate proteins because, you know, what you have in a well-stocked freezer. You know, you have chicken, you know, you have ground this, ground that, you know, you have fish, you know, what you have. And sometimes we have a vegan night, you know, or we have like a burger night, or we have a Trader Joe's meal night. So I know that. So I have, you know, I just pick that morning, what protein do we feel like today? Do we feel like the pork loin? Do we feel like, you know, turkey chili? Do we feel like soup? And that's what I decide what's for dinner. So I kind of know, and it's always good to post what you have. That's why it's good to have like a fridge list and a freezer list. So you could look at that and say, oh, I have this, I have that, and I can put this. So if you want, I can maybe make lists up where you could just write on there. There's probably some somewhere where you could sit there and put on your fridge, like post on your fridge what's in your freezer. Like my freezer's down here. It's not like it's upstairs. So I don't, you know, unless I'm down here, without knowing, I'm not quite sure. I'd have to come down and take an inventory. There's always like sometimes there's frozen gnocchi, there's frozen ravioli, stuffed shells. Sometimes we have those for quick meals, and there's no harm in that. It's always good to have some quick meals in your arsenal because sometimes you come home and you don't feel like cooking. You know, we've been there, done that. We've been Carol Brady. Wish she had Alice. I can't say Carol Brady. I can't think of who the other mom is. We've been those people. We've been there, done that. We excelled in that, but you know, we don't like doing that anymore. We want to get in and out of the kitchen. We want something quick, nutritious, and delicious. Quick, nutritious, and delicious. I'm going to have a video that's going to be called that. Quick, nutritious, and delicious. Because I have 2 recipes already on the queue to go up there. I want one more. So it's going to be the quick, nutritious, and delicious meals because I don't know about you, but I just need to get dinner on the table quick. Because I'm tired. And I don't even work outside the home, but I don't even feel like being in the kitchen. Help out your future you. Store your meal prep tools where they're easy to access. After cleaning up dinner, take out what you need to make your breakfast. Before going to bed, fill and chill a large water bottle of water for the next day. Well, I just put ice in my water, but yes, first thing when you come downstairs, look at this, it's already done. Fill your bottle. You could fill it the night before if you choose, but fill it or not, get it filled. That will help. Disrupt a default habit you want to change. Stash food you mindlessly overeat in rarely used cabinets or the back of the fridge. Yeah, out of your eyesight. I'm telling you, out of sight. Usually out of mind. Portion out snacks from larger packages right after the grocery shopping. Or have someone else do it. Because if you're like me and while you're portioning them out, you're having some. Know who you are. Have somebody else do it. Make your dining room or kitchen table the only place you eat when at home. I make the boys that from when they were young, it was you only ate in the kitchen out. True story. When Steve was younger, when they were sick, they used to eat in their bedroom. I'm like, no, I'm not bringing food upstairs. But I don't care if they're sick. I said, they eat in the kitchen. Unless they're dying, they eat in the kitchen. We've always eaten in the kitchen. Occasionally we might have like pickies or like we'd have family picnics out in the family room. During when the kids were in school, mostly grade school, we used to have a thing called Friday night party. And it was kind of something that we started so the kids looked forward to the end of the week. Like, you know, they hate school, especially boys. But they loved Friday night party. We would get pizza, we'd have pickies, and we'd put them, you know, we'd make like a picnic in the family room. We'd watch a movie. They loved Friday night party. That was something they looked forward to all week. So yeah, for things like that, you know, it was fine. But for the most part, dining room, kitchen, and maybe thinking when the family, they have to take a table, a TV tray. Let's dive a little deeper. Have you ever walked past the kitchen and saw, say, cookies, candy, or anything really on the counter that just popped one in your mouth all the time? Heck, I even opened a bag and pop it in my mouth because I've always done it. And it's a hard habit to break. It is. It's a habit. It's something that you just have always done. So all of a sudden you're sitting there like chewing it going, why did I just grab that? You don't even know why. You just did it. It's normal to see it, eat it, urge is real. And it's not just a visual cues. Research shows overall environment can play a big role in what we eat and what we do. If it's not there, you can't pop it in your mouth. If it's not in your eyesight, you're not going to go in a drawer for it. The odds are. But if it's right there, you're going to grab it. Unfortunately, that's just how we were. And I think if you've never been that way, maybe grew up in a house where your mother you weren't allowed to touch food unless she said so, then maybe you don't have that bad habit. But we were free eaters, so luckily you can harness its power by making healthy choices visible, accessible, and easy, while also creating a kitchen that is less conducive to behaviors you want to change. I'm on the snacking. And remember, food is one part of your environment. Try keeping go-to recipes or a grocery list and pencil on the counter to encourage meal planning, or leave your favorite water bottle out and reminder to sip. I say that all the time. If you have it, you will sip it. Bring it with you. You might not drink a lot, but I guarantee you're going to drink more if you have it with you than you don't. And that's what it is. It's just something there, and you're just. And look how many times I've gravitated towards the video. If it's there, for some reason, if it's there, you want it. It's kind of like forbidden fruit, maybe. But yeah, definitely you will sip it. Fill it and you will drink. That should be on a mug. Start by thinking about what you want to do or eat more or less, then organize your kitchen to support those goals. Then organize your kitchen. Keep you on track in your bigger ones. Definitely go through a cookbook. And I always bring cookbooks up with me and I put them next to my chair when I'm not really in the mood to watch Netflix. I'm just bored. I grab it and I just go through and I get ideas that I want to just kind of recreate in my head. And that's why like some of my weird recipes come from, because they're just for me reading and saying, oh, that's interesting. I could just sit there and put a little bit of this, a little bit of that together for an interesting concoction. So I find that that's definitely, you have websites you can go to if you don't, a person doesn't like have cookbooks around. You can go to Hungry Girl, you can go to Skinny Taste, you can go to Emily Bites. Easy. And I try to post as many fantastic desserty ones because I know we like our desserts. And maybe you see it in the group. And I save a lot of posts. You know how to save it on Facebook with the little 3 dots, and you save it, and then you can go back and you can look at it. Because you never know what's going to strike your fancy. But yeah, definitely out of sight, out of mind. If it's there, you're going to grab it. And that's just a habit we've created over the years. And it takes a while. So don't think that you're unsuccessful because you can still do that. I still do it. And I've gotten Steve to notice that he does it. I'm like, why are you waiting? He goes, I don't know. Timmy, why are you in there? I don't know. You don't know because you're just used to grabbing it. And you don't even know why. I've many times, I'm not even hungry. I've done that where I just wanted the taste of it. Like I wanted the salty sweetness of it. Was I hungry? No. I just wanted that sensation, that mind sensation. Like your mind wants it, your stomach really doesn't. So we have to start thinking more with our stomach and less with our head, because our head hunger is real, and head hunger wants everything. We have to, unless your stomach's growling, you really shouldn't take it. 3 fast facts. The easier a choice is, the more likely you are to make it. That's true. If you make your environment safe, you will make better choices. The distance between you and your food options influences what and how much you eat. Visibility, what you see, plays a role in 80% of your thoughts, perceptions, learning, and actions. You got to have that stuff that you don't want out of your face. You cannot put it in there. And the people you live with need to understand that. They need to, and if they're not, I don't know what to tell you, but they need to understand that. You're not saying that you're not going to have their stuff in, but their stuff needs to be somewhere else. Different cabinet, too high. Like, luckily Steve's tall, so all his stuff's up high. I can't get it. I can't even see it. But my stuff's low in eyesight, so that is where my stuff. I have a whole shelf of my gluten-free stuff in here that I can get to. My crackers, my chips, my pastas. It just has to be there in one spot, so I don't have to go and look for it. It's right here. I don't need to search for it, because if I'm searching, I'm going to find his first. But, it is what it is. We do the best we can. And that's, if we're better 80% of the time, we're successful. We can't do this 150. We just can't. But you have to be better than you were. And that's your goal, to be better. Not to be perfect, not to be great, just to be better. And you will eventually, when you keep making this mindset, you'll create that habit over time. Habits take time. They don't happen overnight. I wish they did. I wish you could sit there and tell you and say, if you start drinking this today, you will want it all the time. No, but you have to create the environment for the habit. Create the environment. Get the water there. If it's there, you will drink it. And because it's here, I'm literally wanting to drink it. Shocking, I know. But that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this week's topic. This is always one that we talk about here all the time. And like I said, it was first week of the challenge. Why? Because it's so important. It is so important to have a healthy, safe environment, especially the kitchen, because that's where we mostly hang out. That's our domain. So yeah, it's your domain, and that's what they need to understand. This is my space, and I need my space safe. And definitely keep your things in the front of the fridge. So when you open it, that's what you see. My hearts of palm, the vegetable drawers right here, my cucumbers and my radishes and my fun dips. Make some fun dips, because veggies are kind of blah. But when you make a fun dip, and I will recommend the Aldi's tzatziki spinach artichoke. I'm in the midst of trying to make my own. It's basically a spinach dip, but I need to figure out I want to do a seasoning. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, because that's really good. And a good dip makes you eat more veggies. Keeps you out of the cookies. Keeps you out of the pretzels. Keeps you out of the crackers. You know, you got to do the thing with the minimalist of damages, but still crunchy. Like, I'm into the radishes because they're crunchy. And that's what I crave, crunch. So find something that's comparable to that. And that's what next week's challenge on Dish with D is going to be about. Swaps. Oh, I love my swaps. We're going to talk a lot about on Monday. So if you want to be in the challenge, get your butt to my videos on Monday. This should be the 4th one, I think. I think it's week 4. Could it be week 4 already? That was it. Yep. Holy moly, week 4. So if you're behind, it's okay. You could still catch up. But yeah, it's all about swaps. You want it, you're going to find a way to have it. So how can we have it in a minimalist way? So check out Monday's video if you're interested in that. And don't forget, we have a fantastic Facebook group, Dish with D's Crew. You want to be part of that? I had a lady compliment the group yesterday and said what a godsend it was. I try to keep it drama-free. I do the best I can. But it's a very supportive community. If you're lacking that, please feel free to join us, Dish with D's Crew. There's a link in the description box, and there's a link for everything. If you can't find something, please comment and let me know. I will definitely help you out. Join us there. Subscribe here. Be part of the YouTube family, the supportive family, because you need something. You need help. It's hard, and you need somebody. You need a family. You need friends that's going to be there for you, and we are there for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you've not yet hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. Join us here at Dish with D. I would love to have you. And at the end of every video, I always put 2 videos on the side that need a little bit of love. They do. They may be more recent videos. They may be some older videos, but they're very informative videos. So I always try to put a couple. If you're not doing anything, you want to watch a couple more videos or one video, feel free to. That's why they're there. They're videos that need a little attention. They're very good. Anything I make is very good. So get caught up on the old Dish with D. That keeps you out of the kitchen. Oh, does it ever. So if you enjoyed it, let me know how your week went. How did you go on the scale? How did your week go? Let's not worry about the scale. How did your week go? My week was fantastic. My week couldn't have went any better. Honestly, I was on fire. I had a great week, so I cannot complain at all. I mean, the scale's going to say what the scale's going to say. I know I had a good weekend, and that's all that's important. Is that hard? Sometimes. Sometimes we need that pat on the back. We don't always get it. But just know, you did what the best you could. And I even had a good weekend, so that even helped. Like, oh my God, I had a good Saturday and Sunday. Because sometimes, you know, weekend's a little bit crazy. A little bit loosey-goosey, but we had a good weekend. So I had a great week. I did, so that's all I can ask for. And I definitely feel so much flatter, so that's always helpful. Come with me. We got how many pounds to lose? 6. I want to do 8, but yeah. Actually, I want to do 10 more. I keep saying 10, and I keep losing. It's still 10 because I keep wanting to get lower. I have lofty goals. I don't know. I figured I because I'll tell you why. Bottom line is, I've been getting weighed naked. So when I go back to WW, if I ever go back to get weighed in, I need to have clothes on. So I need to have a few extra pounds off. Forgot about that. I'm like, you can't get weighed naked in studio, Denise. But when you're home, what the hell, right? I will. This is why you subscribe. She's unapologetically her. So have a great day. I will dish with you another day. Bye-bye, my lovelies.